Mambo vipi, karibuni tena hapa. This is Motembei TV. My name is MJK, or you can call me Majoka MJK. And of course we have the one and only Sam.
Yes, nita Samuel Ojonga ama ukipenda Fichua. Karibu katika mdahalo wetu wa leo. Tutakuwa tunazungumzia kuhusu kushikwa kwake Jimmy Wanjigi ambaye ni mfanyi biashara maarufu hapa nchini Kenya, na pia is a presidential candidate.
Yes. So kuna baadhi ya videos ambazo zinaenda sana kule mitandaoni ambazo zinaonyeshana akiwa anapelekwa mahakamani, lakini pia ambazo zinazungumza kuhusiana na kukamatwa kwake. Hii video ambayo naenda kuchezea ni courtesy of Citizen TV ambao walitoa hizo taarifa mida ya jana.
Businessman Jimmy Wanjigi will spend the night at the Kamkunji police station after being arrested at his Kwacha House office in Westlands area of Nairobi on Tuesday. Now, Wanjigi was arrested after close to 17 hours of a standoff where he had barricaded himself inside his office. Police lobbed tear gas at his supporters who milled around his office demanding his release. And as Hassan Mugambi reports, police are after the businessman for allegedly obtaining money by false pretense in a 54 million Kenya shillings land fraud case. Hassan Mugambi tells us more.
Kwacha House in Nairobi's Westlands area was the epicenter of yet another high-level operation at businessman Jimmy Wanjigi's property. This time round, they sought to arrest and question the businessman. 12 hours after detectives raided the office at 9 p.m. Monday night, supporters gathered outside seeking his release. When more supporters arrived on board buses, they were dispersed by anti-riot police. Pockets of supporters were left behind, singing and banging the gates. Inside, police stayed put, waiting for him to exit the office. Those in the DCI tactical team uniform and detectives in suits, no one was allowed in. When Wanjigi's father, former member of parliament and cabinet minister Maina Wanjigi, arrived, he was let in. He, however, was not allowed to see his son. At 4:56 p.m., after police received an arrest warrant from Magistrate Bernard Ochoi, CCTV footage from Kwacha House revealed detectives breaking in. As this was happening, another court document was being served, this time round from the High Court. A restraining order by Justice Anthony Mrima barring the Inspector General and the Director of Public Prosecution from arresting and prosecuting Wanjigi. The matter is to come before Mrima on the 9th of February this year. The officers then arrested the businessman and drove him to Kamkunji police station, where he will be detained pending interrogation and subsequent arraignment. The Directorate of Criminal Investigations has recommended the prosecution of businessman Jimmy Wanjigi and his wife Irene Zisa for allegedly obtaining money by false pretense and conspiracy to defraud in a land case involving a 1.2 billion shilling piece of land in Nairobi. The detectives from the Land Fraud Investigations Unit of the
Wow, na baada ya hayo Eric Omondi mchana alikuwa ametembea kule. Unafahamu yeye ndio baadhi ya watu ambao wanapiga campaign kuhakikisha kwamba anaibuka mshindi wa kiti cha urais mwaka huu. Alikuwa pale na akazungumza na waandishi wa habari.
Anahitaji dawa, tunaweza kuonyesha message zake, anahitaji dawa ya daktari kwenye maisha ya mtu iko at least. Sasa nimekuja hapa jana usiku. Sekretari anafanya hapa ndani, tunafanya kazi na she needs to take a shot. Yeah, ananidi kwenda kwa hospitali ya kumjue sindano. Na watu tunaambia hao watu hapa ndani hawasiki. Daktari ndio hapa anakatazwa kuingia ndani, ndio anakatazwa kuingia ndani kudunga mtu sindano. Yeah, number 3, hao watu hapa ndani hawana order yote, wanaombwa order, wanaulizwa nini na hapa na wakati kusema. Tunaomba waongee na lawyer, wataki kuongea na lawyer. Tunaomba tuingie hapa ndani, wataki kusikia chochote. So hizo vitu tatu mazee ndio tunatuleta hapa. Kitu ya nne pia, which is more important, sisi ndio wangu wananiambia kitu wanafikiria why this is here, na vitu wanaongea juu ya democracy, na hii ni vitu za electioneering. Na tukiongea juu ya democracy, mazee ni 2022 hatuwezi kwa kuna second standoff. Hiyo na tunakurudisha nyuma sana. By all means, ni aibu kwa Kenya, ni aibu kwa East Africa, ni aibu kwa Africa, but it cannot happen for more than 13 hours. Na gavana anaendelea tu na life yake. Maminista wanaenda job, urezo wanaendelea. Na sisi tunaheshimu wazee wenyewe wametupa.
Na basi hiyo ni video ya Eric Omondi ambayo alikuwa anazungumza mida ya hapo jana. So Sam, kwako sasa uzungumze na wananchi.
Right now we know that Jimmy Wanjigi, a few minutes ago, Jimmy Wanjigi has been presented before Milimani locals. So we want to talk about the manner into which Jimmy Wanjigi was arrested yesterday. Who were the officers and where were they from? Now, the officers were from the detectives from Serious Crime Unit, backed by their colleagues from Tactical Anti-Terror Police Unit. So what crime did Wanjigi commit? It is about obtaining 56 million Kenya shillings that is being said that they obtained together with his wife in a pretense manner. Then, why was he being arrested this way? Why did Jimmy Wanjigi decide to barricade himself in his office for almost 20 hours? And why were the police officers broke into his offices and arrested him? Why? Some people might be saying, Majoka,
Yes.
that it can be maybe about politics.
Yes.
But if we talk about the history right now, that takes us back to 10th December last year.
Yes.
So detectives from the Land Fraud Unit of the DCI on December 10th,
Yes.
they forwarded the inquiry file to the Director of Public Prosecution,
Yes.
I mean the office of the DPP, with the recommendation that Wanjigi and together with his wife Nzisa, with somebody called John Nyanjua Njenga and Caroline Joki, an advocate, she's an advocate,
Yes.
to be charged with obtaining 56 million
Yes.
from a company known as Kenroyd Limited. Now, people have been saying that it is about politics. But if we can recall last year on that particular time,
Yes.
this issue was already ongoing.
Okay.
So who is fooling who? Is it about politics? Is it about the land? Is it about the money? Then who is now fooling who? The same question I was asking yesterday.
Yes.
And why is it now?
Those are some of the questions that Kenyans need to get answers right now.
Yeah. But right now, the matter is still before the court of law. We can't be talking too much about it because, once the matter is before the court of law,
Yes.
we must be very cautious on how we talk about it. I also want to bring to your attention that they were pretending. It's an allegation. It is not something that has been proven to be true.
Okay.
They were pretending to be selling a certain company that has got a 0.3314 acre piece of land that is located along General Matenge Road in Westlands.
That is near Kwacha.
Near Kwacha.
Yes.
So that is the bond of contention right now because Jimmy Wanjigi said yesterday that he was required to make a statement, of which to my opinion, I don't know why he barricaded himself in his office for that long, just for only to go and record a statement. Okay. If he is sure that there's something that is going on, then he should have just gone to the police station and record a statement, and maybe we see a way forward from there.
Might that be the reason why a court had to give the warrant of arrest?
Did the court give a warrant of arrest?
Yes.
But before Jimmy Wanjigi was arrested yesterday, they had also a court order. This court order was barring the DCI from arresting him. You remember he has been calling George Kinoti that is a person who has been sentenced to the prison for about 4 months, of which he was convicted. Actually, he was convicted.
Yes.
But we have not seen him being taken to the prison. But what Jimmy Wanjigi did, he presented the court order, but still the police officers arrested him.
Yes.
Yeah. Why would Jimmy Wanjigi be arrested at the time that he is also having a court order barring the DCI from arresting him? What we don't know, and we want to know from the public, if there is a court order, can this court order only be barring the authorities from arresting you for a particular case, and whether there is another particular case you can be arrested, or this court order can stop the authorities from arresting you for any case? Zungumza nasi hapa katika Mtembei TV. Kumbuka kwamba tuko live on Facebook na pia YouTube. Wasana sisi utueleze kwamba how do you think about the issue in the manner that Jimmy Wanjigi was arrested yesterday?
Tutakuwa tunakuwekea link hapo, lakini kabla ya hapo there's a video going round on social media of Jimmy Wanjigi before afisa wa polisi Kurain ofisi yake pale, ambayo alikuwa anazungumza na nataka niwachezee watazamaji ili waitazame hii video ambayo inaenda viral sasa hivi.
Mimi naungania hii kiti katika ODM, na unajua Kalonzo alikuwa hapa akaonyeshwa nyundu. Alionyeshwa nini? Nyundu. Nafikiri nilikuwa huku Mombasa. Akapigwa pat, akasema basi nitapita katikati. Alifanya hivi. Sasa mimi nauliza tu kitu kimoja kwa ODM. Demokrasia. Na kama hiyo demokrasia ni mawe, kama hiyo ni mawe, hiyo ODM ni sisi tumeisaidia kama kitu kingine, hata kushinda wengine ambao wanajidai wako huku ndani. Kama hawatanipatia haki yangu as ODM, as an ODM stronghold supporter, kama hawatanipatia haki yangu, they are advertising to the nation how they are going to treat you who are outside tomorrow and the day after. Hapa ni kweli ama si kweli? They are advertising themselves, and they say when somebody advertises themselves, usifikiri ni mchezo, huyo ni yeye.
And he is my friend. He is my friend. And he has not done anything wrong to me. Rafiki yangu. Lakini ule mimi naona siku hizi kwa TV. Sio Leta niseme ukweli. Ule namwonanga kwa TV akizungumza, akitembea, akipigana na wengine.
Okay, na baada ya hapo kuna video nyingine ambayo alizungumza hapo jana kuhusiana na kukamatwa kwake.
That my wife bought many years ago, that people tried to take from us on Jenu Mathenge Road, a few plots from my own Kwacha office. That plot, which we went in 2018 to complain that there are some fraudsters who are taking it away, that suddenly now we are the culprits. I want to tell you here now, I'm not even a director or shareholder. I don't even exist in that company. But I want to add one other thing. There is a previous police report from the same DCI that is lodged in court that charges the culprits. So you wonder, what are these things that are coming up all of a sudden? It has nothing to do with the property. Just like guns a few years ago. It has nothing to do with guns or properties or anything like that. It is purely just a persecution. These are lies about crimes we know nothing about.
Could you probably be linking it that the DCI is hitting back at you because of the court case about the guns?
If he wants to be petty, that is up to him. He can be as petty as he wants. Right now, the DCI is a convict. He has no rights to put anybody in handcuffs.
But you're in handcuffs?
Yes, he has no right. And the courts will adjudicate that. He is a convict. He was convicted last year. He's the one who should be in committee. He was even sentenced. This is just total rubbish. I think that may be part of it, but I don't think it's all of it. There is a bigger picture here, and it has to do with elections. After all, why is it every election, it is Jimmy that is sought? 2017, I'm being looked for. 2022, now suddenly. In between that, there's no problem. It is about the elections.
Are you financing someone?
I am making the election very uncomfortable for some people. So let us see what is going to happen.
Are you financing someone in 2022?
I have my own campaign to finance. I've got nobody to finance but myself. Thank you very much.
Were you just about to launch anything presidential with regards to your campaigns
Yes,
or something?
I was. This weekend we were about to launch a special delegates congress where we had called about 2,000 people, delegates of ODM, to give notice, 21 days notice as per the constitution of the party, for a delegates congress to elect the president of the party within 21 days. That was to happen this coming weekend on Sunday.
Thank you.
Some duress during the almost 24 hours past 24 hours. How was it inside?
No, you know the greatest thing about injustice, let me tell you, is that you have peace of mind. So there's no duress.
Were you in a bunker?
No, why would I be in a bunker? No, please.
Please speak to us. Please speak to us.
Let me talk to them. You have I am allowed to talk to the press. There's nothing that stops me. There's nothing that stops me from talking to us. No, you're not here. If you want to push me, do it. No. Okay, then let me talk to them. You did not give me a chance. Let me talk to them. You are not going to push me. I'm sorry.
Please proceed.
I also know my rights. My rights are right here. Yes, and you have ignored them. Please. You have ignored them. My rights are here and you have ignored them. So kindly step aside. Step aside. Now, hold on a little bit. This is the court order we got today. And it is very clear there is what is called subjective law. There are some laws for some and others for others. That is called impunity. What you are witnessing today is the height of impunity. Complete height of impunity on top of persecution. This is persecution. And I want to tell you this persecution that began many, many years ago, all the way back in 2014 when this Jubilee government got to power. I want to say, as just my good friend here, the court clerk, has told me, power has an expiry date. It is coming. It is very near. And I want to tell those that believe that persecution of their fellow Kenyans and impunity on their fellow Kenyans, that they shall face the wrath of God. It is coming. It is clear. And they shall face it clearly and loudly. Thank you very much.
Display. What have they told you they're arresting you on? What are they arresting you on?
What they are telling us.
Hello? Okay, sasa ndio hivyo na tunawapa watu nafasi ya kuzungumza, na iwapo unataka kutoa maoni kuhusiana na hayo, just click the link ambayo inapita hapo, alafu tuambie maoni yako ni yapi. Ukiwa Facebook, ukiwa YouTube, click hiyo link, andika jina lako alafu utoe maoni. Sasa kuna video nyingine Sam ambayo ningependa niwachezee wananchi, video ambayo inamuonyesha Jimmy Wanjigi akipelekwa mahakamani pale Milimani Law Court.
Hi Jimmy, how are you?
Tunataka njia.
How are you? Very well, how are you?
Has been presented before Milimani Low Court, and the matter is at the Milimani Low Court, and we are hoping that Jimmy Wanjigi will be getting justice very soon, because he's claiming he is a presidential candidate. But the law of the land states that before you are declared by the Independent Electoral Boundaries Commission, you are not yet a candidate. But we can say he is a presidential candidate come this year general election. Now, we have been talking about the issue of how Jimmy Wanjigi was arrested. We have been talking about how Jimmy Wanjigi was arrested yesterday by the police officers from the DCI, claiming that Jimmy Wanjigi, together with his wife, they had a land issue that is taking us back up to September. Remember, the DCI had forwarded this issue to the office of DPP, and investigations have been going on. But what the incident that took place yesterday, people have been terming it as if it is political. Some people are blaming Raila Odinga. Some people are also blaming the deep state. They're saying that this whole issue is all about politics. But what do you think? Nobody is above the law. Even the president himself is not above the law. So the arrest of the Jimmy Wanjigi is not an exemption, because anybody can be arraigned in the court of law. The DCI has got the mandate to summon anybody when they think that there's an issue that you have to answer. So talk to us on Facebook and also on YouTube down the comment section. Tell us what you think about all of this issue, because I think by the end of the day, we shall know the outcome from the Milimani Law Court, where Jimmy Wanjigi has been presented, and the lawyers, we know very well they are doing their own work, and at the end of the day, we will keep you up to date right here on Mtembei TV.
Yes, and of course unaweza ukabonyeza link ambayo inapicha picha hapo kwenye sehemu ya comments, utuambie maoni yako, lakini kikubwa pia ni uhakikisha kwamba unatoa maoni yako. Tutakuwa tunasoma comments pia ambazo mnazidi kuzitoa kuhusiana na mambo haya. Kwa hiyo link ambayo iko hapo, just click the link, write your name down below, alafu utapata nafasi nzuri kabisa.
Lakini Majoka, nikuulize kitu moja kabla tuende mbali sana.
Yes.
Unajua siku hizi Wakenya wako na mambo yao. We saw some leaders also saying that, oh, Jimmy Wanjigi is being persecuted by ODM. Some people are also saying that Raila has beaten Jimmy Wanjigi 10-0 because yeye amekuja na azimio la umoja, ili hali Jimmy Wanjigi anampiga pale katika ODM. Kwangu mimi nadhani kwamba ni kitu ambacho ni kizuri kama watu wanaweza pigania tiketi kupitia chama, ndio tuweze kuwa na demokrasia.
Yes.
Yes, unahisi vipi mpenzi msikilizaji? Unatazama ukiwa wapi? Tueleze uko wapi, na pia utueleze unahisi vipi kuhusiana na ili swala la Jimmy Wanjigi kushikwa hapo jana, na ni kwa nini ameweza kupelekwa katika mahakama leo. What is it that is going to answer there? Is it about the land issue? Is it about politics? Let us know down the comment section right here on YouTube and also on Facebook.
And of course we have the comments here from Peter Kimondo here says, Jimmy ni mwanaume na nusu, wacha siasa, I change direction, ama vipi Wazito.
Mtu anasema kwamba ati Jimmy Wanjigi mara nyingi yeye ni mfanyi biashara, afanye tu biashara. You can join us through the link itakuwa inapita hapo chini. Just click on the link and tell us who you are. We shall be in a position to give you a chance to talk to us right here on Mtembei TV.
Okay, Gregory here says, it's your friend Raila who did this to you, sir. We saw some people yesterday coming out and claiming that Raila is behind this. I don't know why.
Like, let me tell you something.
Yes.
Tunasema Raila is behind. I'm not defending anyone, but what is taking place is that somebody can be saying Raila is behind all things. Raila is not DCI.
Yes.
I'm not defending him.
Yes.
But he's not DCI. He's not DPP. He is not in charge of any security apparatus in the republic. But if we can take a look at the whole of this issue, it is dating back to 10th December. Remember, the DCI had forwarded this case to the office of DPP to carry out also an investigation and also to prosecute Jimmy Wanjigi together with his wife. But right now, people are saying, oh, it is about politics, about what and what, and somebody goes or connect somewhere. Why is it now? Why is it that he's being arrested now? Yes.
So again, yesterday niliona pia watu wengine wakidai kwamba 2017 Wanjigi had the same issue baada ya kumsaidia Rais Uhuru Kenyatta tena akaenda kwa Raila ikamtokea hivyo hivyo tena. Wakati huu alimsaidia Raila tena amemwacha Raila akaenda kwa Kalonzo, imetokea hivyo hivyo. Ina maana kwamba this guy is very smart kuliko hawa wanasiasa wote, au anawasaidia sana au
everyone in politics is ready to get somebody to fund their political activities. So if there's a tycoon somewhere, somebody who has got also an interest, they will associate with that particular person so that they can get funds to facilitate their political activities. Like we remember in 2013, Jimmy Wanjigi funded the Jubilee. And in 2017, we are sure this guy funded NASA. But now what comes to our attention is that whenever you are trying now to oppose somebody, so many things will happen to you. It is only in Kenya that when you have different ideologies, somebody thinks that you are going to take something from them, but they will not fight you directly. Things will just happen. I can give you a good example. When Anne Waiguru was was the CS for devolution, it was really fought by the ODM. When Handshake came, she was almost being impeached by the county assembly members from Kirinyaga. Then she went to Baba. Akaenda kwa Baba na akanyenyekea pale kidogo kidogo hivi na hivi. She wasn't impeached. Now by the time she has now decided that I'm now going to support Ruto, things have also changed. People are starting saying, oh, let us now go back to revisit what she did when she was at the devolution docket. Ni kwa nini tuko na siasa kama hiyo? Hapa nchini Kenya wanasiasa wamekuwa na mzunguko tu kama upendi. Like hivi unataka ukiangalia Cleophas Malala. Wakati ambapo alikuwa anataka kutolewa katika chama cha ANC, alikimbilia ODM. Wakasema kwamba akitolewa atarudishwa na chama cha ODM. Unasikiza? Sasa hivi now the ideologies zimekuwa tofauti. He has gone back to ANC. Now watu wanasema kwamba amewasaliti. So the same thing is now taking place with Jimmy Wanjigi. This old issue, let's talk about even the land. Hiyo naye ni kesi. Atajibu, atajitetea kama ako wale wakili wake watafika pale katika mahakama watamtetea ili watu waweze kujua ukweli na pia apate haki. Kumbuka kwamba we are innocent. We are innocent until proven guilty before the law. So Jimmy Wanjigi, we cannot say that he obtained this 56 million that people are talking about. The DCI had already launched an investigation about. But what we can say is innocent until proven guilty by the court of law, and the whole nation will come to know what is the truth. But let us call a spade a spade. Hapa Kenya katika masuala ya siasa ukijaribu kuambia mtu kwamba we atutaki, yani if you have a different ideology, kumbuka kwamba Jimmy Wanjigi alikuwa na ideology tofauti. Fagia wote. Unasikia? Kile ideology ya mtu mwingine, yule jamaa anaitwa mzee wa Azimio la Umoja, akona a different ideology which is very good. You see, let's say Majoka, you have a good ideology. I also have another ideology. Because we are all Kenyan, we can go to the people and persuade them to vote us based on our ideologies and what we can do to them. So I think Jimmy Wanjigi is also right to go and contest to be a president of the Republic of Kenya because he also has something to offer. Raila Odinga has also something to offer. Uhuru Kenyatta is going home. Yes. So people are scrambling to succeed him. Ruto has also got something to offer. Mudavadi. Everybody in this nation has a right to contest for an election. Number two, everyone in this nation, they must be prosecuted in case they have been found to be doing something that is contrary to the law of this nation. So there's nothing bad with Jimmy Wanjigi being arrested, taken to the court, but the manner in which he was arrested It is what is speculating a lot of mixed reactions in the Republic right now in Kenya.
Wow. Another comment here from Victor says the arrest of Jimmy Wanjigi is all about politics, nothing else. Huyo anaamini hivyo. Basi hizo ni baadhi ya comments ambazo watu wanazitoa. Masi hapa anasema shame on dynasties, sorry. Na basi comments ni baadhi ya hizo ambazo watu wanazidi kuzitoa. Na kuna video ambayo Eric Omondi ameitupia pale kupitia mtandao wake wa Instagram. Of course unafahamu yeye ni baadhi ya watu ambao wanahakikisha kwamba wanampigia kampeni za urais Jimmy Wanjigi. Na basi baada ya Eric Omondi kushare hiyo video ambayo naenda kuwachezea katika mtandao wake wa Instagram, ameandika the court has heard that Mr. Wanjigi was arrested and detained unlawfully against a high court order that demanded the restraint of the above ruling in 1 hour and victory will be ours. Huyo ni Eric Omondi ambaye ameshare hiyo video na hiyo video inaonyesha yeye pamoja na Jimmy Wanjigi, mwanabiashara huyo, wakiwa pamoja. Nitakuwa nawachezea hiyo video hapo baadaye ili nikuonyeshe kile ambacho kinachoendelea sasa hivi kule upande wa Milimani Court. Popote ulipo, hakikisha kwamba una click link ambayo inapita hapo kwenye sehemu ya comments, na itakuwa rahisi kwako sana kuweza kujoin hii live stream yetu hapa Mutembei TV. Mimi naitwa MJK na niko naye Samuel Ojuang au Fichua Online TV, lakini pia tutakuwa tunazungumza mambo mengi sana hapa na baadhi ya wananchi ambao watakuwa na interest kabisa ya kutoa maoni yao kuhusiana na swala hili la kukamatwa kwa Jimmy Wanjigi. Lakini pia hakikisha kwamba unaendelea kusubscribe hapa Mutembei TV.
Everything has been quiet. We've been busy working. As you know, we're on a campaign. We're meeting the different campaign teams, strategizing for the next few weeks. And this evening at 9:30, we were told that CID are at the gate. And so they were asked what they want. They said they just want me. Say, what is it about? Can they see a lawyer? They said no. They got in and they opened the gate, and they have surrounded the compound. Many of them dressed in the way they used to dress when there was massive COVID. You know, these guys from head to toe in white clothing and assault rifles, and all they are telling my lawyers is 2 lawyers have arrived. So they want me to go to CID to write a statement. That is something that just takes a small summons, and I would have been there. We don't know a statement for what, and that really doesn't matter. I don't think this is the way to come at me, no matter what it is. So I tend to believe that it has a lot to do with what I said over the weekend, and maybe they have information of the kind of campaign I intend to launch. But this weekend I was very clear about various personalities, and it seems I seem to be making some of my friends uncomfortable, because one wonders why there would be this sort of force. Over what reason? I have never committed a crime. So, this has been there in the past. They very clearly tried this in 2017, and they failed. They failed completely, and anything they tried to take to court was overthrown and overturned. It was total rubbish cases. And it's the same sort of game where they are trying to intimidate me. Unfortunately, I'm not that kind of person. And if some people are uncomfortable with my politics, way I speak nothing but the truth. And I don't think there's anything wrong with speaking the truth. I believe Kenyans have every right to know the truth, and we shall continue to speak the truth. And we are not going to be deterred by anyone or any intimidation. In this day and age, when we have a solid constitution that guarantees many of our rights, that continually you're seeing impunity of the highest level. I am fortunate to be able to talk to you. Many Kenyans, as you have covered in the papers, have disappeared. Nobody knows where they are. Many Kenyans have seen injustices of untold proportion, and nothing is happening. The Constitution 2010 was very good on human rights, probably one of the best on our human rights. And it has been flagrantly abused by this regime of Uhuru Kenyatta. And it is very unfortunate at this time that you would think that I, a presidential candidate, you would get to the extent of doing this. Why are they so uncomfortable with my candidature? Why? What is the problem? During this campaign, no. This is just similar to what happened in 2017 when they raided my home and they tried to get me on a highway just after swearing in. And now it is happening again when politics is on. So under the last 3-4 years, it has been very quiet. Nothing. Now when there's politics, it comes again. Well, what is it? What is it? Just come out and say it. Let them just come out and say it.